Hi. Okay, good afternoon everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Joshua Ranner and I'm the founder of Lugcase. Lugcase is a durable, personalized luggage case made out of vinyl plastic. The problem we are facing today is that it's very common for someone to have a similar looking piece or the exact same piece of luggage as you. This can result in someone swapping your piece of luggage for his or hers. In fact, millions of bags are lost or mishandled every year. And the solution to this problem is Lugcase. So the way it basically works is you go on the website and you select the required dimensions and the desired design. Not only will the case help you in differentiating your suitcase from others, but the zip-on protective case will make sure your suitcase doesn't get dirty, doesn't get scratches, and prevents from liquid spills. Furthermore, airports have the option of wrapping up your luggage in plastic wrap, but this only lasts for one trip, not to mention the ecological footprint it leaves behind. So now to the market. Luggage retail is a really important market throughout the world. The global luggage market grew by 7% this year and is forecasted to generate about $31.62 billion US in sales. The North American market is expected to generate approximately $8.64 billion in sales. And in addition, internet retailing continues to see the fastest growth, and the demand for personal accessories is expected to see continuous growth. Now to implementation. I've implemented this project through various ways. As you can see, I have the minimal viable product. Simultaneously, I thought to myself how to integrate the selling of the product through a channel. So I decided to use a website, since this would be the most efficient and cheapest way to distribute. The cost of manufacturing one of the cases is around 900 rupees, since it's manufactured in India, which is approximately $13. Even though I consider this a high price, I'm willing to pay the premium as of now, since the manufacturer specializes in customization and smaller orders. And once sales start coming in, I can go to mass manufacture and lower the costs. The cheapest method of shipping would be via sea freight, and however, I would need a larger inventory. And then shipping to customers would be done domestically via USPS or FedEx, and the cost ranging would be from around $7 to $13. In order to better understand the market, I also conducted a lot of interviews. The first round of interviews took place at Grand Central, where I showcased the minimal viable product to potential customers and asked open-ended questions such as what value does this product have to you, how much would you be willing to pay, and if there were more options, would you be more interested? The price points the interviews were willing to pay ranged from around $25 up to $50. Over 50% of the people were willing to spend between $25 to $30. And I spoke to one woman who actually said she would not be willing to spend more than $5 on the case. However, she did mention if there were different designs, she would be willing to spend far more, between $25 to $30. So in order to meet the market needs, I actually made 4 different designs, 4 different colors, as you can see. And I then showed the photos to people and asked which ones they liked the most. So around 40% of the people liked the gray case the most, 30% the blue one, 20% the red one, and 10% the purple one. I even went to the airport and analyzed the amount of suitcases at one time on the conveyor belt and the designated colors. And I came to the conclusion that between 60 to 70% of the suitcases were all in black. So I also interviewed people why they chose the black colors, and most of them said that it's more elegant, it also doesn't get as easily dirty, or it's not visible. And this also helped me validate that there might be a higher need for this customization, since all the suitcases look the same. To the market validation, in the beginning of the semester, I thought my biggest value proposition would be the fact that it's a protective suitcase, a protective plastic case. However, after a direct customer feedback, I pivoted from the idea and put much more emphasis on the personalization aspect of things, since customers are willing to pay a premium for the case. And as mentioned earlier, I designed the see-through colored cases. The reason why they are see-through is because I talked to an e-commerce store and that specializes in such cases, and they mentioned that they actually sell only see-through cases, and those sell the best. And I asked the woman as well if they ever sold color cases, and she mentioned they did. However, there was an issue with the manufacturer since they had to place an order minimum, and all of these colored cases were made from neoprene. And neoprene does not have the same protective properties as the vinyl plastic. And it's also not 100% waterproof since the Ziploc is not water resistant, so that's the main leaking point. And I also used customer reviews from competitors on Amazon as my feedback, and most of the customer feedback was really positive. Previous customers mentioned that they got a lot of attention, not only at the airport, but also the hotels they were staying at when they had such a case. And my girlfriend's mother, who has a case herself, when she travels, it also gets a lot of attention. Just yesterday, I visited my girlfriend and took the suitcase with me, and when I was in the elevator, like 2 girls asked me, like, oh, what is this? And I think this is a really genius idea. And it was raining a lot as well, so it made sense. So yeah. So thank you for your time, and if you have any questions.
Good job. And
yeah. Okay, 2 questions. What's the wear and tear on this thing?
The wear and tear? That's a good question, but I mean, vinyl is one of the most durable plastics. It's also recyclable, so it's eco-friendly. It's a good question. I mean, I did a lot of traveling with it already throughout this semester, but I guess we'll have to see as time comes.
Exactly. You said that personalization was important to your users. Yeah. How are you going to personalize it?
So obviously I've worked on the designs of the various colors, and I'm thinking about possibly implementing a feature on the website that users can upload a PDF file, and then that would be the designated design for the case. However, I would need to look further into imprinting on vinyl plastic. So
think about all the scratches on it.
Yeah.
And maybe the last, I liked the research you did. I also loved the presentation. You presented it as, this is the problem, this is why we need this product, this is my solution. But you also mentioned that people can buy some things like that, if I understand you correctly, online.
Yeah, competition.
So what is the competition exactly?
So I knew this would come. So basically Walmart is one of the competitors.
Oh wow.
And they have this is I think mostly neoprene cases, and these cases, they just have the personalization aspect that you can tell your suitcase apart from someone else's. However, they don't have the functionality of the case, so they do not protect from scratches and liquid spills. And then there's luggageprotect.com and plenty of vendors on Amazon, but most of them, there's not the same quality behind it. Some of them don't even have the Ziploc, and they don't protect all parts of the suitcase. And they're also at a much higher price.
So how much do they sell for? 32 to 199?
Yeah, the large one is for $199. This one is this size.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping my competitive advantage is going to be both incorporating the functionality and the personalization aspect, and also setting it at a much lower price.
And how much do you want to sell for this one?
So at the moment, I would want to sell this one for around $30.
Okay.
good job.
Yeah.
All right. Very nice.